Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Jurassic Park Hammond collection Tyrannosaurus Rex figure from Mattel. It probably goes without saying that this was one of the top 3 figures I was looking forward to coming out this year, and I'm very happy to report that it does not disappoint on any level. So let's not waste any more time and get directly into this. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Rexy here looks absolutely beautiful, and honestly, this is a figure I have technically been waiting 30 years for, and it's really cool to see that come to fruition so just wonderfully, and Mattel just deserves all the praise for this figure. You know, it's just, this particular skin pattern from the first Jurassic Park movie is just something we haven't really seen on too many figures. I think Rebor, I know Rebor did a version last year or the year before, and just that was the closest I had personally seen until now, and this is just, it nails it. I love the very dark brown with the black stripes, and you know, it's not quite as subtle as it is in the movie naturally, but you know, I mean, again, this is a figure, it's going to be a little more pronounced, especially for a mass-produced figure of this scale. But sculpting is absolutely beautiful. You can see just like texture upon texture in the skin. Again, you can see that gradient from the white to the dark brown with a little bit of greenish tinge on the upper part of the body. It's really well done. Proportions are great here. I'm going to address the, I guess, elephant in the room with the feet, and yes, they are a little large. However, please consider that this would not stand if the feet were properly sized. That's why they are as big as they are. I mean, you see this with a lot of theropod figures, as you should, just because certainly one's made for play on any level or articulation. Like, that is not going to stand if the feet are like half, probably like a third less to half of that size. I mean, just, that's physics. There is no muscle and bone under this to keep that in check. So yeah, just, as you can see, is quite large. This is 2 feet long, so I'm having a little bit trouble here in my diorama because it is a 2-foot square. So that just kind of gives you a sense of scale, though we will get into that later. And yeah, just beautifully done. Also, I want to point out these eyes, which are kind of a translucent yellow with the pupil kind of hidden in there, and it kind of follows you and it kind of gets lost depending on kind of where you're seeing it. So you can kind of see it there, and you know, it follows you to a degree, but in other poses it gets lost, and like when it's just completely yellowed out, that actually looks really cool. Continuing on, actually, inside the mouth, beautiful detail here. So I can not knock over everything in my display here. As you can see, fully textured. They got a nice wash in there. I love that the actual, like, inside the mouth, this is a rubber piece. Tongue is beautifully sculpted. Just really well done all around. They spared no expense, as it were. And yeah, just really well done. Oh man, I'm like knocking everything here. But yeah, just beautiful figure. Articulation here is as close to perfect as I think we're possibly gonna get. And you know, over the years, we have seen very few articulated theropods, Tyrannosaurus in particular. There was one I had way back in the 90s, back when I first worked at a Target, like years upon years ago. I can't remember the company, and I couldn't find it when I was kind of quickly searching before I did this review. And just, that was probably the best one at the time, and it couldn't stand on its own. But this one is just absolutely beautiful, and not only are we getting this, but we're also getting the Beasts of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaur series, Tyrannosaurus, and I can't wait to do that one. There will be a plastic combat between the two, just because that's going to be fun to do. But I've already been talking for about a minute, so let's get into the actual schematics here, and starting head to tail as we do. Right off the bat, we have an articulated jaw, and you can hear heavy detents. So we've got 2 clicks, 1, 2 to full. As you can see, we got the rubber here, and fully closes. Absolutely beautiful, as it should be. Pardon my lack of focus here. And speaking of the mouth, we do have a hinge for the tongue itself. So you can see that goes all the way up, all the way down. And this is a rubbery material, so that kind of gives, but there is no wire or anything in there. So that's that. Then we have a ball joint here at the base of the head, kind of right behind the kind of middle part of the neck, come all the way around. We have another ball joint. This is kind of a rubbery piece here in the middle of the neck, and then another ball joint to the back, bottom of the neck. Kind of not getting quite as much range, but as you can see, we can come to the side. Let's see if I can get this more in the frame. There we go. So really well done. That combines with a torso ball joint right here. We can both come up and down. So as you can see, really good range there. You can also get side to side. So those working in tandem, we get some real nice curve. So you get pretty much a C there, which is really, really cool. Then we come that way. Come down to the arms. We are on a hinge and swivel here at the shoulders. Bring these down. So mine are a little bit stuck. I haven't heated these up yet. So those should come down, but we do come all the way around like that. Then we do have a hinge at the shoulder, so we can, probably the elbow, pardon me, the elbow, so we can fully straighten out. Man, focus is really bad. I apologize for that, y'all. Then we can come to about there, so not even quite 90, but again, you know, you're not gonna get crazy range there. We do have some swivel there as well. Then we come to the wrist, which also has that hinge and swivel. So all horizontal naturally. And yeah, so that's the arms. Then we come to the hips. And here, we probably get the best range we've seen in the Hammond collection so far. So we come in about that far, can come out that far, just really nice wide stance. Can get some of those poses from that scene in the original Jurassic Park. We are swiveling as well on that leg and come pretty much all the way around. You can hear some pretty heavy detents in there, which is nice. We're double jointed at the legs, so we can fully straighten out. And we can come in pretty much completely in half. Beautiful. We have a hinge here at the upper part of the foot, so we're coming in about that much. Completely straightening out. Then the foot, we are doing a very pretty point and coming forward very, very nicely. In addition to that, we also get some insane rocker for a dinosaur this big, so really beautiful there. Then we come to the tail. First part, ball joint, start going around this way. This comes separated in the box, but here you go. Then we have a middle section, which then has another ball joint, which comes to here, so that rotates. It kind of looks like this part rotates. I don't know if it's supposed to, so I haven't been messing with it. But after this first section, where you can see that line, this is rubber. And there is a wire coming down here, and that goes to about, and you can feel it, to about here. And then there's kind of a solid piece. So you get pretty much this whole middle piece for bending, which is also very, very nice. So that is articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here she is with the OG Kenner Red T-Rex and then the Legacy Rexy, with the other Hammond collection dinosaurs as well as Ian Malcolm, with some other 1/18th scale humans, with some Hasbro, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an articulated icons ninja. So my final thoughts on the Hammond collection Tyrannosaurus Rex is that honestly, this is damn near perfect. Certainly for a mass-produced toy, and like this is absolute wish fulfillment come to life, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you like Tyrannosaurus Rex, if you like Jurassic Park, if you like dinosaur toys in general, you are crazy to not pick this up. And at the moment, I guess there was supposedly a brief exclusivity window for Target. However, I'm pretty sure they dropped the ball on the online thing because I never saw it actually come up. I mean, there was a page, but I never saw it actually up for pre-order. And I haven't seen it on shelves yet, though supposedly it is coming to some local ones. But in any event, still haven't seen it. I've seen some people online get it, but Big Bad Toy Store did have pre-orders up a couple of different times, and that's how I got mine. My initial pre-order shipped, and I think Entertainment Earth as well has some pre-orders up probably right now. So in any event, I will be putting links in the description below to my favorite online retailers to where you can pick yours up if you so desire. So yeah, that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And if you want to take it to the next level and help me even more, it is my birthday month when this review goes up. I greatly appreciate it. So please, please, please check those out at the bottom of the description below. And with all that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.